What's up everyone, it's Dan. Welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, roll that intro. Welcome back to Fractal Fun, this time with a little bit of Blackstar thrown in there as well. So today I'm going to take you through how to use your Fractal or other modeler with something like the Blackstar Amped 1. The Blackstar Amped 1 is a pedal-sized platform that fits obviously on your pedal board, in your bag. It does loads of stuff. It's got kind of preamp and power amp modeling on there that you can use. It can be used as a recording interface. It can be used as a transparent power amp, which is what we're mostly interested in this video. But it is a amazing pedal that can solve loads of different issues for gigging musicians. So as I said, we are mostly interested in the transparent power amp section of the pedal for this video. So why would you want to use your Fractal or other modeler with something like the Amped 1 when the Fractal is already filled with hundreds and hundreds of already captured, ready to use IRs, and you've got the awesome Dynacab solution where you can bring up the different cabs and move the little mics around on the screen to make your own sound on the go. There's a number of different reasons why people might want to use something like this instead, and that could be that you've got a cab that you are particularly fond of that you want to use, that you have got you're recording and you've got some particular mics that you want to use that aren't in the Fractal, or you want to do some mic placements that you just can't do in the Fractal ecosystem, or it might be that you just want that traditional in the room amp tone that some people say is missing from modeler. To explain what that is, obviously with a normal guitar cab, you've got guitar speakers in there that are voiced in a certain way. And with IRs that are in something like the Fractal, they've already mic'd up a speaker and used loads of different combinations that you can select. And for a PA system, that's going to sound fantastic. For an FR, it's going to sound fantastic. But it is the sound of a mic'd up speaker. Some people just want that raw, full experience of not just where the mic was pointing at a speaker, so that's where a traditional cab comes in. So that being said, I have got behind me my Fractal FM9, which is going through two different outputs. One is going into my Friedman FR cab so I can hear what I'm doing. The other output is going into the Blackstar Amped 1, which is then going into a Zilla Fatboy 2x12 cab that's got creamback speakers in there and is being mic'd up with a SM57 mic just off the center of a cone, pretty traditional kind of miking. Both of those are being recorded, so I'll switch between the two so you can hear the difference between the two. But I will take you through now how to set this up so that you can use your Fractal with a power amp solution if you like. So let's jump into the screen. Okay, so to start off with the Amped 1, you can see I've set the voicing to flat and the response to linear, so there's no kind of preamp coloring or any kind of valve modeling coloring going on here. The EQ section does work, but I've set that flat in the middle, so that can be used to fine-tune the cab. We'll look at that in a minute. I've set it to 20 watts just because 100 watts is really loud. And then the master and gain I've just set to noon. And then if we look at the Fractal screen, if we set up a basic preset, we want input 1. We'll start with output 2, just because that is what my FR is plugged into. Both are being recorded, so you'll be able to hear the difference between the two of them. Let's put an amp in there and go for something pretty clean and traditional like a twin reverb. Set that up a little bit. Just some basic settings off the top of my head. Just to make things a bit sweeter, we'll put a reverb in there. That looks about right. And then we're going to take a branch off of here up to here. And output 1, I've got plugged into the Blackstar going into the Zilla cab. Now, Obviously on this one, because it's going to the FRFR, we need to put a cab in there, so we will try and make it similar and go for a Zilla mic'd up with an SM57. Boring explanation as to why I've done that with the outputs. Output 1 on the Fractal has got a jack output, which I can plug straight into the amped 1, whereas output 2's only got an XLR output that goes into my FRFR and also into the recording interface. So, I say boring explanation, but that is why I've done that. So let's take a listen first. We'll call this amped. And scene 1 we'll say is Fractal. And hopefully, if all has gone according to plan, we should have some sound. Cool. So that has worked, and then if we save that and go to scene 2 and turn off output number 2, then this is just going straight through the traditional Zilla cab with the Blackstar amped. Not sure how the mic sound is going to be of that, but it's a bit bright in the room, so we'll just turn the bass up a little bit and treble down a little bit, and much better in the room. So already there's, I don't know how it's going to come across on the video, but in the room there is a massive difference in tone, where you've got the traditional cab over there with the guitar speakers just ringing in all their glory, versus the FRFR, which as a finished product going through a PA speaker that the crowd is going to hear, or as a recording kind of sounds great. So that is how easy it is to put together a little basic sound using the amped 1. And then going on from there, what we can do is, if we want to add another scene again, and go, what should we do? Let's copy this to scene 3. And then on scene 3, we are going to put a different amp in there and go for, let's go extreme, let's go for something like a 5150. Original 5150, let's go for the block crunch, and put in some fairly typical 5150 kind of settings and see what we've got. And again, if we want to, we can put that through the FRFR, and we can have Again, in the room here, there is a massive, massive difference in tone between the two of them. Neither of them bad, but very, very different tones. Because obviously, as I said, the FR is the sound of a mic'd up speaker that's already been tweaked, and the amp is just a big raw cab over there. So another reason why you may want to do things this way is on stage, you might want to have the sound of a traditional cab behind you on stage, but you may want to take advantage of the modeling capabilities, the full modeling capabilities that the Fractal offers. So you could have both of these turned on. So this is just for on stage, so you can hear that traditional guitar cab sound. And then this is going out to the PA system straight to the front of house, so you can have the best of both worlds all at once. It gives you ultimate flexibility, which again is just really, really good. Now you can take it even further, where if you don't want to use the power amp modeling that comes on the Fractal and you want to use some of the power amp modeling that is on the actual Blackstar, then you can go into the amp section. If I turn this off, so we're now just going straight through the cab. If we want to use the amp as a preamp and turn the power amp section off, we can do that. We can do that in here, or we can do it globally to turn it off for everything. And then what we can do is use the power amp response on the actual Blackstar unit. So EL34s, for example. And then if you didn't want to use the L34s, you can use KT88. Or even EL84s. So there we go, that pretty much creates the ultimate hybrid solution where you can use the Fractal and all of its hundreds of guitar amps to use that as a preamp. Take that into the Blackstar, into a traditional cab, and use the power amp modeling and EQ on the Blackstar, and you can really start to dial in some amazing tones if you want to use a traditional cab mic setup. If you just want to play for a traditional cab at home, this is, I hope it's given you guys some stuff to think about and some inspiration if you want to try some of this stuff. But other than that, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you've got any ideas for videos that you want to see me do, then let me know and I'll do my best. Hit me up with any questions, and other than that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.